Morning, students. Yesterday, I discussed about the meaning of cooperative society and then I discussed its three features. Today, I am going to discuss the remaining five features of cooperative societies. First to you, okay, then I'll proceed to the other part of cooperative societies. So, first I am coming the fourth features of cooperative societies: one man, one vote. Now, I told you the cooperative society is basically a democratic organization. Why it is democratic organizations? Because in cooperative societies, the decision is being taken by taking the opinion or the vote of its members. And in cooperative society, every members are allowed to vote only once. Here, the voting is not done according to the share provided by the members. Voting is done by the members only. That is what is called one man, one vote. So every member is allowed to vote only one time. Now the next point coming, service motive. In the definition of the cooperative society, I told you, it is a voluntary association and the cooperative society basically function for the purpose of providing service to its members. So, here the members of the cooperative societies, they are doing the work, they are performing the work to cooperate each other, each member, and they are doing the work for the purpose of providing service to its members. Next coming, state control. I told you in the beginning, cooperative societies has to be registered, and the cooperative society always register in which state the cooperative society is being situated. So, whenever the cooperative society is going to be going to perform their functions, they have to perform their functions according to the rules and regulation of that particular state, because cooperative society has to be registered on that particular state where it is situated. That is why it is state control. So different state has different system of running the cooperative society. So which state that particular cooperative society is situated, they have to follow the rules and regulation of that particular state. Now I am coming distribution of surplus. I told you in the beginning, the cooperative society is basically a voluntary association. And why it is a voluntary association? Because the members of the cooperative societies, they never receive any kind of salaries and wages. But what they receive? They receive the surplus. So the company, whatever surplus the company have, that surplus is distributed among the member. And the surplus is distributed as per the business performed by a particular members. Next coming cash trading, very important. What do you mean by the cash trading? In cooperative societies, basically what is happening? There is no credit. जिसको हम लोग उधारी. Cooperative societies में there is no udhari business. In cooperative societies, always whenever there is any transaction is taken place, whether you are going to buy something from the cooperative society or any kind of business you are going to do from the cooperative society, it is cash trading. Means you pay the cash and then you buy something. That is why it is called a cash trading. Sometimes you must be noticing when the question comes in your examination, question may say, explain any 5 features of cooperative societies. Or the question may come, explain one man, one vote as per cooperative society. If the question asks you, according to that you answer. The question can come in two ways. Sometimes the question may ask, explain any 5 features of cooperative societies, or sometimes question may ask you, explain one man, one vote, or membership of the cooperative societies is open for all. Okay? Now, I am going to discuss the distinction between a cooperative society and a joint stock company. Here distinction means the difference between the cooperative society and a joint stock company. Earlier, you have learned about joint stock company. Now I have told you the features of cooperative society. So if you know the features of joint stock company and if you know the features of cooperative societies, it will be very easy for you to distinguish them. Now, whenever you are going to write the differences, first things you write point of distinction. It is very easy for you. Which all point, on the basis of which all point you are going to differentiate between joint stock company and the cooperative societies. So it has to be written in the tabulary form. First you write point of distinction, then you write joint stock company, then you write cooperative society. Here I am going to discuss the points of distinctions and you have to write it on your own. Now first thing coming, management. Now what is called management? Like this cooperative society and joint stock company, to manage the business, who all are the head or who all are managing the business. So in place of joint stock company, the business is basically managed by the board of directors. Who manage the business? The board of directors. And in place of cooperative society's business is being managed by the managing committee. So the first point, management, it is the board of directors, here the managing committee. Now coming objective. Now every business has an aim, has an objective. Similarly, joint stock company also having an aim or the objective. Cooperative society is also having an aim or objective. Now what is the objective of joint stock company? We know joint stock company's main objective is to earn profits. In place of cooperative societies, their main aim is to provide service to their members. That means his main motive is to earn money and cooperative society's main motive is to provide service. Next coming, voting rights. I am telling you, in joint stock company also, whenever they are taking the decision, basically the board of directors, whenever meeting or anything come, they have taken the opinion or the votes of the members. So here in joint stock company, basically shareholders are also the members of the joint stock company and they are also having the voting rights. Now in place of joint stock company, basically what is happening there, their system is there, one share, one vote. Like I am a person, I bought 5 shares of the company, so I am having 5 votes right. But in place of cooperative societies, one man can only vote once. Once more I am telling you, in voting rights, in place of joint stock companies, shareholders have the voting right according to the number of share purchased by them. What happened? That means one share, one vote. On the other hand, in cooperative societies, the voting is not done according to the share. Voting is given by one member is only allowed to give one time voting for any kind of decision. Next I am coming, transferability of share. What do you mean by the share? Like in joint stock company, what they are doing it? To increase the capital in the market, basically the company sold the share and people are buying the share. So in place of joint stock company, their share are transferable. Like today I bought the share of Tata company, tomorrow I can sell it off to someone else. That means their share is transferable. On the other hand, in cooperative societies, the members, those who are already given the share at the time of starting the organization, their shares are not transferable. So what do you write here? In joint stock company, shares are transferable. In cooperative society, shares are not transferable. Last thing coming, formation. Now whenever you are going to form the joint stock company or whenever you are going to form the cooperative societies, it has to be registered. Joint stock company and cooperative society both has to be registered. Now how they will form? Basically joint stock company is formed under the Companies Act 2013. It is a company. So it has to be established, it has to be formed according to the Companies Act 2013. 13. On the other hand, cooperative society basically established or formed under the Cooperative Societies Act 1912. So, these are the 5 points of distinction you remember. You just remember these points of distinction. And if you know the points of distinction, then easily you can write it. Thank you. Thank you.